Hello.
Hey, everybody.
Good afternoon.
In the lounge.
Good evening.
Welcome.
And we'd like to welcome you all to the alternate lounge.
Yeah. It's the same lounge if you're in audio world. Nothing's changed for you. The theater of your mind is perhaps the same.
It's all the same.
Unless I give you a new detail, like on the wall, there's actually a picture of Marilyn Monroe. Now the theater of your mind is
right
different.
There, for sure. It's really good. Ben, do you know why we're here?
On the couch?
Yeah.
As opposed to in the office?
Yeah.
I mean, in the lounge, in the traditional lounge. I don't. Well, it's comfier.
It is a little
Perhaps
bit comfier.
Perhaps it'll make us come off as more chill on the audio. Is there a real reason? I honestly, you didn't ever tell me why we were here. I just showed up.
There is a real reason.
Well, one, there's the cameras on both of us now, so we can look at us. Wow, same shot. Okay,
pretty cool.
so experimenting with new camera things for Spotify and YouTube, maybe.
No, that would be cool. But
Okay.
what we are really doing essentially is that I am rearranging the lounge and the office and possibly building a second desk and all kinds of things and getting the house ready for future events.
Whoa.
But
Cool.
that means that all of the books on the bookshelf are on the lounge desk, and the
Got
lounge
it.
desk is in the corner, and the bookshelf is in a different place, and it's a big mess.
So normal studio is down.
Yes.
So this is a fun mix-up. I figured that it was just because you wanted to experiment, but it's actually because the other lounge is unavailable.
Yeah, we've kind of moved to an early TMG style setup.
TMG, Turner.
Tiny Meat Gang.
Oh, I am not familiar.
Cody Ko and Noel Miller.
Yeah.
Now they have their fancy set and the spaceship and everything.
Uh-huh.
But the early versions of their show, they were just kind of like in one of their houses most of the time.
Okay.
Because they didn't have tons of money yet. And
Wow.
then they got rich from That's Cringe.
Cool. Wow.
And that's what we're going to do. We're going to do lots of That's Cringe reaction content.
And then me and Marshall are gonna get rich. That's the one plan. We don't actually like movies at all. This is just what
Movies are for babies.
Yeah, we just want to make money. It does make me feel not uncomfortable. This is so close to you, but it does feel different than sitting across a desk.
It does.
Like across a desk, I'm feeling like we're grabbing a drink or coffee or something, and this feels like
Like we're chilling, man.
we're just hanging out.
Hey,
It
dude.
feels different. Well, I'm curious how I'll feel at the end of the episode. If
Yeah.
maybe it'll feel different.
Well, the original idea for the lounge set was, look, we can bounce.
So comfy. Whoa.
I got this table here for free. It's a pretty nice, classy looking table.
Yeah, that's hefty. What is this, walnut?
Could be. Here, this is what it sounds like.
Oh God.
Did you hear it?
Yeah.
The DPI on my mouse just got set to 2400. Cool. But I got this thing for free and thought, well, we'll use this and then get 2 chairs and then have it be like an end table. And then the camera would be over there, kind of like we are now.
That was how you drew up the original comic, the logo. Didn't
Yes.
you draw up a couple lounge chairs?
I never finished that, but I'll post what I made. It'll be right here. If you're on the video, you can see it. If you are not on the video, that's too bad. Yeah, if we move out of the way, it's right there in the middle.
Wow.
So cool. But that's what it was going to be. And ideally, that's what it could be. And if that thing happens that we were talking about, then we could have enough room to actually set it up that way.
Whoa, we'd be cool podcast bros, like where you're sitting in a chair and the mic is like dangling down from the sky over your face and
Like
stuff.
a wrestling arena.
Ladies and gentlemen, in this corner. Wow, Creed 3, next episode. Watch
Next
out,
episode,
everybody.
Creed 3.
Wow.
Watch out, he's going to punch you.
Oh.
Okay, we're back, everyone. This is a weird edit, so don't worry about it. Basically, we forgot to do tight news, and I'm putting it at the beginning of the
let's pretend
episode.
like there was a sponsor there. All right, we're back from our sponsor.
Hey, we're back from our sponsor, and today's sponsored segment, Tight News.
Yeah.
We're here to talk about the news. It's tight and it's fresh, and here we go. Are you ready?
Here we go. Oh, Marshall, 3, 2, 1. You got 10 minutes, boy.
Okay, Lance Reddick died.
Oh no, that was like today.
Yeah.
He's in John Wick and something else
A
that I
lot
haven't
of
seen.
stuff. He was fantastic. He was in John Wick. He took a very small role and made it into something really cool and really interesting. Something that could have just been a throwaway character, and it's a standout. And then most probably famously before John Wick, people probably know him from that the most these days. Before that, probably most famously, he was Lieutenant in The Wire. He was one of the main characters in The Wire, one of the greatest shows of all time.
I should really see it.
It's very good, and he's very good in it.
Cool.
And it's really just, he was 60. It's a huge loss.
How did he pass away?
I didn't really look into it. I don't know if those details were released necessarily, but I know he's survived by a wife and children.
Gotcha. Dang.
But it just sucks, and it's how we're starting Tight News today because I don't want to end Tight News with sadness.
That's a reasonable choice. Thank you for doing that.
And time for some sad good news.
Okay.
Sam Neill apparently has had stage 3 blood cancer
Oh God.
for a little bit now.
Okay.
Sam Neill of Jurassic Park fame, of Peaky Blinders fame. He's really good and he's in a lot of stuff. Hunt for the Wilder People, also really good in that. But he's in remission.
Oh, wow.
So
That's sad good news.
we just release all of that at one time.
Sweet.
It's like, hey,
Wow.
I was probably going to die, but I'm fine.
I'm down and now I'm up. That's cool.
Like, cool.
Wow, okay. Oh, wait, it's like no one knew anything about it beforehand.
As far as I'm aware, no.
I kind of respect that. I don't know. It's I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you don't need to make all that stuff public, but then you can, if you're good, like if you feel like you're a celebrity and he's a beloved celebrity as well. Like he's not a weirdo. He's a guy that people really like. So he can, talk about that and bring attention to that. And I mean, make people feel like they're not alone. If you're going through a similar thing, if you got trouble, look, there's hope. You have stage 3 of blood cancer.
That's crazy.
And he's coming back.
Wow.
And that's cool.
That's
And he
sweet.
was also working that whole time. So, strong guy.
Real Chadwick Boseman situation.
Strong New Zealander man.
Love it.
I love it.
I love it. I love a Kiwi.
I love a Kiwi.
That's what you call people from New Zealand.
I know.
Oh.
I don't know why I paused. Next, what's the time?
I'm not telling you.
You have to tell me.
2 minutes and 40 seconds is how far in you are. So you have another 7 minutes.
Oh, dude, I'm going to get through it super easy.
No.
This is an easy Tight
That's
News.
what you think. I'm going to start distracting you with my body and my words.
You can't not, dude. I've been distracted this whole time. Oh, by the way, I don't know if we talked about the fact that we did a weird edit here. We did. I talked about that.
Yeah. No, yep.
Here's another fun fact. Tom Cruise, this is also news today. Tom Cruise
Yeah.
apparently
Yes.
called David Zaslav,
Who's that?
the head of DC, of Warner Brothers.
Oh, okay.
Not DC, that's James Gunn, but Warner Brothers
They just
overall.
celebrated 100 years anniversary.
Did they?
That was part of the Oscars. They were like 100 years of Warner Brothers. It was like a whole weird video cut.
I don't remember that.
Anyway, it was at the beginning.
But they did. Tom Cruise called the head of Warner Brothers and asked if he could. This is the way that it was phrased
Yes.
that I read. He asked if he could watch The Flash.
Like you wanted like private access to
He's like, can I watch your movie?
like he wanted it for free. Maybe he's down on rough times. He didn't want to rent it on.
I don't know.
On his Fire Stick.
I mean, it's not out in theaters yet.
Oh wait. Oh.
The movie.
Oh, the new upcoming Flash.
Yes.
Got it. I thought you meant the TV show or like.
No.
Okay, that makes way more sense. But he was just like, "Hey man, I'm having a party. Can I show people the Flash early?"
No, I think just him. Because Tom Cruise,
why?
we talk about at this point later in the episode how Tom Cruise is this guy who made Top Gun, and he was like, everyone needs to go back to the theaters, and that's what cinema is.
Right.
And like he loves to go. If we're gonna go to the movies, I'll see you at the movies. He says all the time, and he's kind of like a nerd about it.
Yeah, I
And
feel like he likes to pretend he's a nerd about it. I don't get the shtick.
Dude, he actually goes to the theater like
Does he?
weekly.
Really?
He sees almost everything that comes out.
Oh, that's cool.
Legitimately.
Oh, good for him. He doesn't have his own personal home theater?
He probably does, but he likes to go to the movies.
Wow.
There was even videos of him
Wow.
I don't remember what movie it was that came out. I think it might have been something that had I think it was Glass Onion.
Ah.
And there was a theater that he went to, and there were people who it wasn't a publicity stunt. It was other people recording him
He was just
and
like,
being like, "Hey,
Is that
hey Tom,
Tom
what'd you
Cruise?"
think of the movie?" And he's in a mask, and he's just like, "It's really good. I loved it. I love coming to the movies."
what a weirdo.
He's
Maybe
so
he's trying to
strange,
convert
man.
people to Scientology. Maybe that's like
I mean, he definitely is.
Yeah.
There's so many stories of people being like, he just kept telling me like, if you just give me 20 minutes, I can tell you all of, like, you'll really understand. And I'm like,
What?
I think I'm good, man. Like, really weird.
bizarre. Okay, sweet.
But yeah, and he watched it.
Oh wait, so he did get access
Yes,
to
he
the
did watch
movie.
the movie The Flash. which is probably
And
not finished.
I wish he would write a review. I wish Tom Cruise had a blog.
Do you want to know what he said?
What yeah, I do.
He said he loved it
Oh my God.
and that it is the movie we need right now.
F off. What's that even mean? The movie we need right now?
I don't know.
What's that
dude.
mean?
I don't know.
Inflation's been high. Perhaps there has an inflation theme.
I don't know.
Oh my God.
I don't understand. James Gunn said that he's seen it and that he loves it and he thinks it's one of the best superhero movies he's ever seen.
What?
And I believe everything the man says. But that feels crazy to me.
That's weird.
It seems insane. And now Tom
Is
Cruise.
that what he's saying just because like he didn't can it? Is that like his
know.
like he's like I
I
didn't cut
don't
it so
know.
like I'm Is it going to be part of the what's going forward with
No,
him?
it's resetting the universe.
This Flash movie is. What the hell?
Just like the Flashpoint comic.
I'm like really confused by that.
I'm really confused by it, but also that Tom Cruise personally on his own volition called the head of Warner Brothers and said, "Can I please watch your movie?"
That's pretty weird.
Your not just like
Also, does he have his personal phone number? Is that
I
what's
don't
going
know.
on?
But it's like I can understand if he called Warner Brothers and was like, "Hey, can I watch your new Lord of the Rings movie that you're making?"
Yeah.
But The Flash. He wants to watch The Flash movie. Tom Cruise.
There must be something going on with it.
I don't know.
Let's go see
I don't
it.
understand.
Okay.
So that's that piece of tight news.
Okay.
Next piece of tight news. Denzel Washington.
Yes.
See if you can guess how this sentence is going to end.
Uh,
Denzel Washington
I feel like I saw something
is in talks
to join
star
a new movie.
in
Uh-huh.
the sequel to a movie.
Is it Marvel?
Nope. It's a movie that...
Oh, he's gonna be in Gladiator. I just saw this. That's awesome.
Is it?
I don't know. I'm confused by this whole new movie.
Denzel Washington in talks to star in Gladiator 2 with Barry Keoghan and Paul Mescal.
That makes me excited. I think it's.
That sounds great. What is Denzel doing here?
I don't know. Perhaps he's a. Well, now I'm like thinking about like historical racist stereotypes of like what role he would be playing in the Roman Empire.
But also, I think that that's
He's
a reasonable
Egyptian.
thing to think
He's
of.
Egyptian.
Like,
He's North
what-
African, Tunisia, Carthage. He's Carthaginian.
Maybe you would have to think that he would be of some sort of African descent, this character.
Perhaps he's Egyptian. Perhaps it's a weird. Yeah, it's in Gladiator. I feel like I'm excited for it, but I don't know why Gladiator needs a sequel.
I don't understand it. Do you want to know?
We should do a Gladiator movie.
I've talked about.
We should do that.
doing
That'd be fun. Yeah.
Do you want to know real quick, Ben?
You need to be really quick.
How much time do we have?
You have like a minute and a half.
Okay, I'm going to read you the plot synopsis to the canned Nick Cave. That's right, of Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds, the music artist. He wrote a sequel that never got made.
Okay.
Let me find it real quick.
You think it's based on this? Also, can we talk about Passion of the Christ sequel sometime? Sorry, keep going.
I need to find it. Okay, picking up. This is what Nick Cave of Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds, writer of the Red Right Hand, the theme song to Peaky Blinders.
You gotta go
This
quick.
is the sequel that he wrote.
Yeah.
Picking up shortly after Gladiator, Maximus awakes in Elysium, the Roman afterlife, whose idyllic landscapes formed his final waking thoughts before his tragic death. Only this is not the paradise he imagined, but rather a hellish environment populated by thieves and heavy rain and souls too corrupted to ascend to the heavens. Guided by Mordecai, a guide of mysterious origin, he is taken before Jupiter and 6 other Roman gods, where he is instructed to find and kill Hephaestus, one of their own who has betrayed them for another god.
That's dope.
Complete their task, and he will finally be reunited with his wife and son, achieving the dream he has held ever since the previous film. Soon after, he finds himself in Lyons many years after his death, rising out of the body of a dying Christian amid a massacre being orchestrated by Roman legionnaires.
Wow.
From here on out, the film follows Maximus as he returns to Rome, reunites with his old friend Jubas, Jimon Hansu,
20 seconds.
and contends with the new Emperor Lucius, Commodus's nephew, who has grown up as a heart.
The cunning warrior attacks neither body nor mind.
Tell me how!
The heart, Osborne. First, we attack his heart.
As his uncle. Except the fantasy doesn't stop there. While most of the film would return to the grounded tone of the original, following Maximus's resurrection, with only the recurring presence of Mordecai serving to reinforce the otherworldly elements of the script, Cave would return to the land of the outlandish with much gusto for the finale. Following a series of events that see him being cursed to live forever, the film would end with a montage of Maximus fighting. This is the ending of the film. A montage of Maximus fighting in various conflicts throughout history, such as the Crusades, World War II, and the Vietnam War. The final scene would see Maximus Maximus working at the Pentagon in modern-day America, continuing his eternal struggle against mankind's most depraved of emotions while still contending with his inability to reunite with his deceased family.
That was a lot.
Can you imagine? First of all, I really hope that's just what they're making. I would watch that.
I heard
it sounds crazy.
I think I heard a rumor that perhaps the whole thing with Commodus's nephew was going to be part of it.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
I think that's who Paul Mescal is playing.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
That sounds dope. I feel like that sounds like not grounded in like Roman myth, but I think that's fine, I guess.
It sounds ridiculous.
That sounds the jumping through to forward things sounds. I don't know why they include that in there. If you want to put that in the movie sometime, then fine. But why would you put that in like the synopsis, like early on synopsis? That's
super
crazy.
Weird. It's
That's
super weird. But
I don't know why you need a second Gladiator, but I think that's fine. I guess
I'm gonna watch it.
I guess like if it's telling a new, unique story, and you just need it to be in the Gladiator universe to get people in the door. But like, why not just like make a fresh new movie?
Because no one cares.
Yeah, I guess
What
so.
if? Here's an idea.
Just make a new story.
Ben, think about it this way.
Okay.
Think about it this way.
All right.
It's exactly the same as Gladiator.
Yeah.
Same story.
Okay.
Same script.
Uh-huh.
Same shots.
All right.
Shot for shot remake.
Okay.
Except it's in reverse.
Oh. I don't think it would make a lot of sense.
Think about how this would work.
I don't think it would work.
Have you seen Memento?
No.
So think about it this way.
Okay.
They play the final scene
Yeah.
first.
Okay, is this a spoiler cast? Are we
And then
spoiling
they play
Gladiator for people?
the second to last scene.
Yeah.
Second.
I'm tracking with you. So like,
And then they
death,
play the
he's
third
he's
to
being
last
stabbed.
scene. Third.
Okay, I think I'm starting to get it. I think.
Every once in a while, just put the Mandalorian in there.
Why?
Because these days, we have to divert away from whatever we're doing for at least one episode
Okay.
to see the Mandalorian. And it will be the best part of whatever bad show this is.
Right. Okay, so this is a show now.
Yes.
Okay.
Every scene is an episode.
So we're gonna pretend like this isn't part of the Mandalorian, but like actually it really is just like the Mandalorian. It's just like
So in this world, Gladiator, we'll call it Gladiator -1.
Okay.
In this world, that takes place because we don't know. Listen, Star Wars is a long time ago.
Yeah.
You know what else was a long time ago?
The Roman Empire.
The Roman Empire.
Yeah.
It takes place at the same time, Ben.
Oh my god.
In a different place.
Not
Far, far away.
in a galaxy here.
No, a different galaxy that's really far away.
Yeah. I would love it if you had that. I think you've got me. But then the Mandalorian takes off his helmet and is Pedro Pascal, right?
Yes.
But it's actually him in Game of Thrones.
Oberyn Martell?
Yeah.
Yes.
And then he starts fighting the mountain. Or
I
whatever.
feel
it
like he
might
has to
be.
fight Maximus with the Darksaber.
Oh. And then, wow.
Who wins in a fight? Maximus Decimus Meridius, commander of the armies
Yeah.
of the north, general of the Felix legions, loyal servant to the true emperor Marcus Aurelius, husband to a murdered wife, father to a murdered son, and life is vengeance in this life or the next, or the Mandalorian. Standard size American football field. They have on them what they would usually have on them, and they
Okay.
proceed as they would.
I choose 100 duck-sized horses, if I could.
I think Maximus wins. Because while the Mandalorian does have a
No.
gun,
Yeah, and like cool armor.
yes, despite that,
Yeah.
he's also an idiot. Have you seen the Mandalorian?
Yeah.
He's fallen down and doing
Yeah.
stupid stuff. On the
Yeah.
last episode, he walked into a shallow pond
Yeah.
that has a big drop off
Yeah.
while wearing his tons of armor.
Yeah, that's really
and
stupid.
immediately just sunk.
Yeah.
Guy's stupid.
That's true. Also, he doesn't have. He's not fighting for vengeance or love
Yeah.
or himself.
And he will have it in this life, and that's it.
Wow.
Maximus will have it in this life or the next.
Damn.
Yeah.
Is that how it works? You think
What?
you can get it in the next life?
I guess if you go to Elysium and are
That's-
tasked to kill Hephaestus by the other gods.
Whoa. Apparently, that's what it's gonna be.
Apparently that's what it's going
And
to be.
Denzel Washington is
Your dad.
Hephaestus. Dad?
Dad? That's been Tight News. Thanks, everyone. And back to
Yep.
the other part of the show.
Good segue.
Good segue.
All right.
Okay, so that's that episode.
Okay.
What are we doing this
Michael.
episode, though, Ben?
Okay, so we did a freaking Oscars preview.
We did.
And Marshall and I had a beautiful idea in the moment of we should watch it together. That would be a fun reaction thing for the YouTube
Oscars?
content. Yeah, if like, I mean, just like reacting, you know, like we have the
sure.
camera set up now where the camera is facing us, but we're looking at a screen. Anyway,
Yeah.
We were like, oh, we could react live to it. And then we realized that we were in different places.
Yes.
So we did an Oscar preview.
Emotionally.
Then emotionally, physically,
Yeah.
sexually,
You were in
different places.
Colorado and I was in
Boulder.
horrible pain.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So,
Yeah.
Where's horrible pain at?
It was like right here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, you threw your back out, you old man.
Something.
I'm
I don't
Marshall.
know.
I'm working physical labor. Good thing you moved up to the video editor job and not like moving boxes
Yeah,
anymore.
man. If I was still picking big boxes up, that would have sucked.
Yeah. Wow.
But it's okay.
Next time you need to pick something up, you let me know. Also, make sure you always lift in a sharp jerking motion with your lower back.
See, I
you don't
usually
want
do.
to hurt your legs.
I always do that, but I still hurt myself anyway.
It sucks.
Doesn't
man.
make sense.
I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. You were in pain. You were bedridden. Were you bedridden? What was your?
Somewhat.
Okay.
So the place we're sitting in right now, where the camera is, right behind that is the TV for those who are watching.
okay.
And this is where I sat down, essentially. I sat down right here, and then I thought, my back hurts. I don't want to move. Well, I have to make some kind of breakfast or go to the bathroom or something. So I went to the kitchen, and when I finished, I had put toast in the toaster. Bread in the toaster. It wasn't toast yet. And
Isn't that magical?
It's crazy how that works, man. And after I did that, that's when my back started really freaking out. So I was like, crap, I want to eat this breakfast. And I could just grab something else, but now I'm just gonna have toast sitting in the toaster.
Yeah.
And I did everything I could to try to grab it. It was probably the ridiculous thing to watch if you were outside of this.
You were physically incapable of getting toast out of your toaster?
Dude, it was really bad. Like I had to hold myself up on the counter a little bit because if I tried to stand in my own weight, like the weight of my body pushing on my muscles, which were spasming,
Whoa.
was making it way worse.
That's really
So
terrifying.
I had to like push myself hand over hand on the counter to move.
Wow.
And then just take a really deep breath when I went off the counter to come back over here. And
With your toast?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I had 2 Excedrin.
Did you have
and
time
I took
to
those.
like butter the bread?
Not Excedrin, ibuprofen. Yeah, I put peanut butter on it. I kind of was
yeah,
like
I had 2
leaning.
Excedrin, had a horrible headache.
Yeah, I was
uh-huh.
leaning it with my elbows and putting the peanut butter on there, which was very difficult. It was
Wow.
the most difficult sandwich I've ever made.
Life is really hard for you.
It was tough, dude.
That's scary. I'm gonna get you Life Alert for your birthday.
It was bad.
When's your
And everyone
birthday?
was out of town, so no one could like come and help me out
Yeah,
or
it was in
anything.
Boulder. Oh man.
Well,
I'm
I
so
wouldn't even
sorry.
think about you.
Oh,
I knew you
I'm
were out
here
of
for
town
you. I'm
already.
here for you if you need me.
Well, I found out that day that like my dad was babysitting Bryce and Jacob's foster kid.
Gotcha.
And that was at Bryce and Jake's house. And then Mom and Jake, no, that would be a funny arrangement. Mom and Bryce went to go see Les Mis at the Orpheum.
Fun.
And then Jake is in Mexico.
Gotcha.
So everybody's out of town. So I was like, crap, I don't know what I'm supposed to do right now. And
Cry.
what I eventually did is I went and I got my gaming chair, my racing chair that
Uh-huh.
I used during the regular show over in the office. And I brought that and sat that right here because it was easier and more comfortable to lean back
Yeah.
in that.
There's not a lot of lumbar support in this couch.
There's
It's
not.
kind of squishy.
Ben got this couch, roommate Ben got
Uh-huh.
this couch and did not consult me on that. And I
Wow.
will always hold it against him.
Wow.
Because what we had before this was a 2-seater big leather couch with
Uh-huh.
recliners and a middle console.
Oh wow.
And it was sweet.
What happened to it?
I don't know. Ben just was like, this is not good enough or something.
You think
and
he
got
sold
this.
it?
Yeah.
Somebody sold it for drugs, monies.
I don't even
Drug,
think,
coke.
I don't think we
meth.
got the money from that though. I think
Oh.
that went to Josh.
Oh.
I'm very confused about. I didn't see any money from that.
This might be a good sleeping couch, but not a great
Yeah,
something.
it's annoying. So what I want to do,
We should
is
try
get
making
that
out on it
couch.
and see if it's good for that.
We could try. We
Okay.
could try.
All right.
But I want to get a couch like that one that has like a movable center console. Because that's the perfect ideal.
Hmm.
Like that was a really good watching a movie with your friend's couch. And I really miss it. It was so comfortable. But I threw my back out or something. And then the moment I called the doctor, I started to feel better. And I was like, well, I guess I just have muscle relaxers for next time this happens.
Whoa, they gave you that?
Yeah,
Just
well,
for
I
like,
told him.
all right.
I told him how bad it was, like that I almost couldn't breathe at one point. It was
Wow.
so bad.
You could probably sell those.
Well, I'll probably keep them.
Okay.
For when I need them.
Having a good time.
That's right.
Speaking of muscle relaxers, how about these beers, huh?
Yeah, let's try it.
Okay, on the couch. We don't have. This is actually in the lounge we drink whiskey, and on the couch we
On the
drink
couch we
beer.
drink-
And
I
I
mean,
like
IPAs.
that. I like that.
So this is a Empyrean pitched blue, black and blueberry ale. There's different like fruity beers and stuff, and I've tried many different ones. This one legitimately tastes like blueberry. Drew
Unfiltered.
introduced this to me. I
Unpasteurized.
loved this.
That's cool. I've never had it.
It's really good. Let me set my mic down.
Oh wow, yeah, that's blueberry.
It's really good.
Wow, interesting. Pitched blue.
So
Neato.
man, and it smells
Yeah.
like blueberry.
I feel like I'm eating some kind of like a blueberry pancake.
It's seasonal too, so you got to get it while it's there. I might go
While
back
it's
and
hot.
buy a 6-pack.
Wow. That's fun. Thanks for sharing. It's nice.
Yeah,
a lot
man,
of
that's
mouthfeel. Kind of got a little stank to it.
Yeah. I haven't had this one in a long time. I forgot how good it is.
Find your thrill, navigate the cosmos, awaken your senses to fresh blueberry. And biscuit malts. Oh, there it is. Okay, the biscuit malt. That's what I'm picking
That's
up
what
on.
we're tasting.
Cool, huh?
So Ben,
Blueberry biscuit.
all that happened
Yep.
because I threw my back out. We had done an episode.
We weren't together. Oh, and you didn't. Yes, you threw out your back out, and obviously you took it easy. Good for you. Way to set a healthy
I
boundary
took
for
work
yourself.
off on Monday
I'm really
and
proud of
everything
you.
like that.
I'm really proud of you.
Thank you.
Boundaries are good.
So,
so
we had recorded an episode. We were going to talk about the Rocky franchise.
yeah.
And then for various reasons, we're just going to scrap it.
Yeah.
I didn't have time to edit it, so we're just doing a new one over again, and we're going to talk
One day,
Oscars
years from now,
recap.
there's gonna be some crepes out there who are like, "Give us the Rocky episode.
Yeah.
Give it to us."
Bad news.
Yeah.
I overwrote it to make this one.
Really?
Yep. It's gone.
All right. Well, one day that'll be lost files for the real fans out there.
Dude, the
Never
lost
forget the Rocky episode.
We have a lost episode now.
Wow, this feels cool.
This is
we made
crazy.
it. This is big time.
We're a real deal.
Anyway, in the last episode, Marshall and I actually made our own Oscar ballots.
We did.
If you listened to it, I don't know if that was interesting or
I
not
also
for
didn't
you.
edit that because of my back. So you didn't hear us make those?
Oh, wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, great.
I could try to put that on the front of this, but I think we should treat this as though we don't have that.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
And if I have time, I might do that.
Yeah, let's not do that. Yeah,
Okay.
let's just dive into it. I think it was a little arduous, and now that it's over, you don't really care anymore. So
Yeah.
no one cares. But we made sample ballots out of all 23 categories.
The Oscars happened. We know the results.
Yeah, if you don't know the results, what are you doing with your life? Go watch a YouTube video
Go watch
recap
YouTube
or
video
some,
recap or
something.
some.
Okay. How many people I wonder actually watched the Oscars live? I read an article about that. Very interesting. Obviously, numbers are way down from like the 90s, like when they peaked.
Sure.
Interesting factors behind that. It's not just that people cared more about the Oscars in the 90s. It's also that people only had cable as an option, and you were stuck watching whatever was on TV for the night.
Yep.
So more viewership because less options. Now people have more streaming options, less viewership. So
It's the same thing as when you hear like the finale of MASH had like 40 million viewers or whatever.
Right.
And it's like, well, there were 4 channels.
Yeah.
And one of them was playing MASH.
Yeah.
The other 2 were news, and then one of them was the one that you pressed to go to your PlayStation. So I don't really know that this is impressive. Like the final episode of David Letterman had like there were not a million unless you had HBO cable box, which was much more rare.
Yeah, huh. That's really fascinating. Yeah, your options were limited. Also people nowadays just consume media differently. And we see recaps of things on YouTube, and we live tweet things, and I can check who wins the Oscars if I'm busy by checking Twitter.
That's what I did. I was watching The Last of Us.
Wow. I saw the Oscars in a bar in Boulder, actually.
That's cool.
Yeah, I didn't specifically go to the bar to watch the Oscars, but it was a nice little add-on. So, anyway, so we made ballot predictions, 23 categories. We were not great from a school perspective. You know how I am as a teacher. We would have failed the class.
Really?
Yeah, we were just about 50%.
Dang. See, I feel like if I had more time to think about it and fill it out, I would have been, because I'm looking at all the results and I'm like, yeah, I would have guessed that, but I don't think I did.
We kind of talked ourselves into some weird answers when we were going through it, I think. We also hadn't seen all the categories.
That's true.
We hadn't done a lot of reading on all the categories. I think if I would have spent a little bit more time reading, or even just having some common sense, and we can talk about a couple of those examples, I think we would have done far better. But so Ben and Marshall, your Cinema Lounge hosts, super pros at knowing good movies, 50% on the Oscars. However, the big categories that we were knowledgeable about, we nailed. Where we struggled was in documentaries and shorts. So
that makes sense.
But the big ones we were pretty good. How about this? Out of, do you want to make a guess on who won between me and you? Out of 23, I'll give you a hint. Actually, I'll let you guess.
I think that you won.
It was very close. Does that change? Does that change your answer if I tell you it was close?
No, I think that you won because I did end up taking some risky choices and that were not quite conventional. Like I think I chose Fabelmans for best score.
Correct.
And did Western All Quiet win that?
Best score was All Quiet, which we both said was an edgy, a polarizing score that neither of us liked, so that probably influenced. We probably should have known it was going to win. Yeah. But we both missed that one.
Because the runaway successes were All Quiet won a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Everything Everywhere has won the most of any single movie.
Yep.
And then there was one other that won quite a few, but that was like it. Nobody else won like anything.
I would agree with that statement. Yeah.
So I think with all of that, I still think that you won.
Okay.
I still think that you did it.
Okay, I'll give you that. I'll give you the answer, and then we'll start talking about categories and where each of us messed up. You are correct. I beat you. You want to guess how many I beat you by?
2.
1.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, just 1. Yep.
Oh
yep,
my
yep, yep.
gosh.
Out of 23, I had 12 out of 23. You had 11 out of 23. Correct. So very close.
That's rough.
Yeah, not great, but we were pretty similar in quite a few. Here's some of them where we'll talk about ones I missed and ones you missed. We'll start with you since we've already started talking about that. So you were right. You missed, what did we just say? Score. You made a bold choice that said Fabelmans. With I think you were talking about the John Williams was your maybe they were going to give him a lifetime achievement via the score, and you said it felt very cinematic, very classic movie. So anyway, you're wrong there. The other one that we were just talking about was let's go through I feel like your actress in a leading role was pretty bold. You also went with the Fabelmans route there and guessed Michelle Williams.
I did. I did not think that Michelle Yeoh would get it though.
Really?
I thought that it might be not Michelle Williams, but I was not honestly expecting it to be Michelle Yeoh.
Yeah. Do you think that was because Everything Everywhere was just rocking every single category that Michelle Yeoh? I mean, she obviously did a great job.
She did. Her performance is great.
And I feel like if you're gonna say, I think that whole cast was pretty great. So I think if collectively, if you're comparing them within the cast, you're like, oh yeah, Michelle Yeoh did great within the cast. But you didn't feel like maybe? I
don't know. I kind of thought that it would be Blanchett.
Me as well. That's what I thought I was wrong, and I thought that was where I was going to be wrong. But I said Michelle Yeoh, so that was a point for me.
Smart, special boy.
Yeah, you know me. Like we said, we both missed the score. So we both missed. Oh, I got the actress. That was one difference between us. We both said the same answer, Colin Farrell, for actor in a leading role. We were both wrong, which went to Brendan Fraser. Which, I think both of us overthought that one too, where we thought there was too much hype and it wasn't actually going to happen. That the media, the story behind, like, his backstory with that as an actor,
the return of the phrase.
Yeah, we both thought that was overhyped. I think. Yeah, and
we
were
also
wrong. Yeah.
Haven't seen The Whale.
Yeah, that's a good point. I'm too scared. I can't. I'm not emotionally ready right now. Maybe eventually this summer or something. I need to sleep in 5 days in a row, and then I might be prepared. And sleep in 5 days afterwards.
You could hibernate like a whale.
That's called dying. He dies. Anyway, we both nailed Best Picture. Everything Everywhere. Nice.
Yep,
we both got the directors with the Daniels.
Easy.
Go us. We both got Huy Quan as supporting role. That one felt pretty easy too, I think. Nailed it. We both picked Stephanie Hsu for actress in supporting role.
Dude.
I know. You texted me that one.
Don't get me started.
I'm gonna get you started. I'm
Jamie
gonna get
Curtis
you right
should
started.
not have won that award.
Why, Marshall?
The Oscars are so nonsense so much of the time, and things win that shouldn't have won, that don't make sense winning.
That one felt
I've
political.
never seen something so completely ridiculous as Jamie Lee Curtis winning this award for her 2 minutes of screen time. Like, how much is she in that movie, and what does she do?
Hey, I want to see any other actress in a supporting role be able to nail it with hot dogs on their fingers.
That's it. That's all she does. She sits there.
She's like a
an
bad guy for a
angry-
while. That's like pretty.
She doesn't even do anything though. She doesn't say anything. She's just like a quiet Terminator.
But I think like she's like not classic Jamie Lee Curtis in this though. Like I think she like had more chops than I thought
Who cares?
she would. That's like I was thinking like Freaky Friday Jamie Lee Curtis, and she's definitely better than Freaky Friday. Jamie
You could have
Lee
put
Curtis.
any 60-year-old woman in that
Oh
role.
yeah, who?
Michelle Yeoh.
Okay.
Who's the one
what
that
other
I-
60-year-old ladies are there that act still?
There's one that I always confuse her with. It's the one from Glee. What's her name?
Oh, I don't.
Jane Lynch.
Oh yeah.
Jane
Oh, yeah,
Lynch
she
would
could
have.
do that.
Jane Lynch would have been better.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Actress.
Hot take.
Over 60. Okay, here's your options. Jamie Lee Curtis is like the first one.
You know what would have been great?
Jane
What would have been
Fonda.
really funny? Jane Fonda could have done it. What would have been really funny is if they had Meryl Streep.
Ah, that was the other. Okay, Jane Fonda, Meryl Streep. Who else is over 60?
Oh, we didn't do tight news.
Oh, it's okay. We can hit it at the end.
We can come back. And I'll put it
Jane
at the beginning.
Oh, this isn't what I care about. Helen Mirren.
Helen Mirren, no.
Yeah, Meryl Streep would have been fun. You're right. Okay. Anywho, we can move on from this. But you think Jamie Lee Curtis is bad there?
Jamie Lee Curtis, she's 60. Wow, I made a perfect guess. I just don't think that part was worth a Best Supporting Actress.
I don't.
She didn't do much of anything, and also, if she was the only one in that movie nominated for that, maybe.
Yeah, but when both of them
Stephanie
are,
Sue
yeah, that's a great point.
is nominated.
Yeah.
and she is pivotal.
Yeah.
If you take Jamie Lee Curtis's character out of that movie, nothing changes.
Yeah.
If you take the daughter out of that movie, the movie doesn't happen. It is baffling to me. That's what I'm talking about with the Lifetime Achievement Award stuff.
Yeah.
But even then, like, why? It was 100% just political, purchased. We talked about Andrea Raceborough, or however you say her name. And that was high profile because no one knows who she is. But we know who Jamie Lee Curtis is.
Yeah.
And we know that she should not have gotten this award.
Yeah.
And she did.
Sure. When they cut to her right after they read her name off, she said, "Oh, shut up! Oh my god! Like, no way!"
Oh, wow.
Like, she did look pretty shocked. Like, I don't know. I think you're so right though. I think that a really valid argument is that when both of them from the same movie are up for the award, like, did we all watch the same movie? How do you
Yes.
totally different performances and roles?
It is insanity. to me.
Yeah. Yeah. I
also
don't
just don't like her very much. I find her kind of annoying. Like, she's done a million interviews for the different Halloween movies, and it's just her talking about how these movies are about trauma, like 4,000 times,
Gotcha.
and trying to make these slasher movies into something they really aren't. I don't know. She seems a little bit actory and a little bit full of herself, a tiny bit.
Sure.
And I'm like, I'm not interested in anything that's going on here.
I think it was definitely. I think for a very solid Oscars night, it was one of the weirder moments. One of the weirder. I think it harkened back to older Oscar moments where you're like, really, like, you were all just high-fiving ourselves here.
Yeah.
Like, all the elites of Hollywood are like, great work, other elites of Hollywood. I think
Like that time they had a standing ovation for Woody Allen.
Yeah.
Like, not long ago. Or no, it wasn't Woody Allen. It was worse. It was Roman Polanski.
Oh, that doesn't age well.
No.
Yikes.
It didn't age well at the time.
At the time.
Like,
yeah.
what are we doing? This man is exiled in France.
That's wild.
Because authorities would come to him if he was here.
That's wild.
And not for stupid crimes.
But
For real crimes.
from an overall perspective for the whole night, I think it was an Oscars win. I think a lot of positive feedback afterwards from a lot of commentary I was reading, and I think just people that I talked to were like, oh, they like cut down on the stupid skits.
Yes.
I changed that S word to skits.
I don't know what you mean.
Stupid skits. And
But you're right. There wasn't like, really wasn't anybody who went up and was like, and I just want to say that this is all for saving the turtles, and that you have to go and stop eating meat. Like
hey,
there
Americans.
wasn't any.
Yeah. Yeah.
There was like one moment, like one of the Daniel Scheinert said something that he said he had a couple little political jabs in his, but it was like nothing that was like super overtly over the top, like Leo talking about global warming or something when he wins his award, or Marlon Brando sending the Native American woman instead of accepting his award.
Yeah.
That one I think is kind of a bold move. The other stuff is just like, stop grandstanding.
Right. Yeah. Like making, like more of like what we were saying, like high-fiving, making yourself feel good, or taking the chance to.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it also helped that.
As though they don't have a platform for the entire rest of their life.
Right.
This is the only time I get to talk about you. No, you put it on YouTube and everyone will watch it. It'll get more viewership than it will at the Oscars.
That's a valid point. I also think that it helps that 2 major awards went to people who were disenfranchised, marginalized, ridiculed by Hollywood, by the Academy.
That was cool.
Like I think for both Fraser and
It's Fraser.
Fraser?
Yeah.
There's no shit in there?
No, it's Fraser. Brendan Fraser.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Sorry.
There's no I guess.
There is.
What?
No, there's not.
How do you spell this guy's name?
I don't remember.
Fraser
Crane.
Fraser. For Fraser.
Maybe I hear the blues are calling.
Quan.
Tossed salads and scrambled eggs.
What is that from?
You don't know that?
No.
That's the theme from Frasier.
Oh, thank you. I should know that. I would like to rewatch
Frasier recap episode.
I think there's like lots of people that I respect that are people that I follow that like Frasier. God, I'm gonna be all messed up now. Anyway, let's move on. Oh, wow! I was saying something nice though. It was nice that there were 2 people who won awards.
Key and Brendan.
That both had been kind of pushed to the side by Hollywood.
And like both of their speeches were very good.
Yeah,
Key especially
delivered really, really solid heart.
The cunning warrior attacks neither body nor mind.
Tell me how!
The heart, Osborn. First, we attack his heart.
Heartfelt performances after years away from the craft, and I think that helps. Also, I think a lot of the positive feedback from people and more viewership than a few previous Oscars.
Yeah.
I think the list of movies that were up were movies that people had seen, that the general public was invested in, like movies that everyone liked. I mean, Everything Everywhere All at Once. A lot of people really like that movie. Top Gun Maverick, Avatar, even like I think Elvis Band. I mean, almost all of them I think got a lot of viewership from the general public.
It was
maybe it's because like
weird
we're
stuff.
Still like post-COVID and still like getting back into movies. Thanks, Tom Cruise. But I think
Who didn't show up?
Oh, whoa, really?
Yeah, that was one of the funny. Jimmy Kimmel, I don't like Jimmy Kimmel very much.
Okay.
I thought he did a pretty good job.
Okay.
Actually, the monologue actually had some funny stuff.
I was in a
it.
bar and I couldn't hear it, so I should go back and rewatch it.
We can watch it after this. It's like actually pretty good.
Okay.
And one of the things that he mentioned at one point is that James Cameron and Tom Cruise were not there. The 2 guys that were yelling at us to go to the theater, didn't come to the theater.
No, wow. That's
That's
wild.
pretty funny.
Nice. Got him. Thanks, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Wow. Anyway, so I think a lot more positive reception to this Oscars, which is I'll say it's a good thing. Yeah,
and
why not?
there wasn't weird drama like last year.
Yeah, that's true.
And I think that that last year stuff kind of boosted probably the viewership, but then this year was just kind of wholesome.
Yeah.
It was nice. Like a lot of people that deserve to win winning.
There was like
Except
so
for
much
one.
weird angst last year.
There was
a lot of weird angst across the board.
Yeah, I mean, it was just a weird ceremony because Chris Rock wasn't hosting. He was just presenting that award, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because that
Who
was...
hosted? It was What's Her Buckets, not Funny Lady.
Oh, was that the time that Wanda Sykes and then... it was 3 people. It was one who I didn't remember, the one who's not funny, and then Wanda Sykes. Amy Schumer, Wanda Sykes, and
Regina Hall.
Yes, so they hosted together, which was a weird decision.
Yeah.
Yeah. This year was good though.
Yeah. I think also, there was things that needed to be said and handled probably in like more of a safe way, if we're being honest. And I think Jimmy Kimmel probably did a good job handling that, like addressing the slap, addressing the.
And he did in a monologue. He did bring it up, and it was kind of funny.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. See, you need somebody like that has been there to be able to do that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But anyway, should we keep going through
Next
the ballot?
award.
Yeah. Okay, so screenplay, original screenplay, we both got Everything Everywhere All at Once. Adapted screenplay, you got right. I don't know why I did this.
What did I say? Living?
Adapted screenplay was All Quiet on the Western Front. I said Living. And that was, All Quiet one adapted, right? Yeah, I did. For sure did. Adapted from the book, duh. Slash, I guess, the original. But yeah, I voted Living and was incorrect.
Did you watch it yet?
I still haven't. I would like to, though. Camera? Sleep?
Okay, so here's something fascinating.
Yeah. The audio stuff? Oh, no.
So DSLRs have a recording limit.
Oh.
And I guess that still happens anyway. Even though we're not recording via the DSLR necessarily.
But we hit, we're just at 30 minutes.
Yep. Which is when it would hit.
Wow.
So, hold this.
All right. Double mic. Let's make sure feedback doesn't happen.
Yep, that was a little bit of static.
Hello. It's me, Ben, holding both the mics. You can't see that because the camera stopped recording.
If I turn it off and then turn it back on again, it would cause a problem.
Oh, but OBS, yeah, it's fine. And
We're back.
action. Hello, it looks like either you stepped out of the shower and it's steamy, or I forgot to put my glasses on.
There's the stuff.
Hello. Ooh, wow. Coming into focus. Is that a song?
Is it?
I don't know. So, welcome back, people watching. You can see
Spotify
us
viewers, now you can see us again.
What's up?
Pretty good.
That detour, are you going to cut that?
Nope.
Cool. I could have done way more weird stuff with the camera off. But now you can all see that I'm still wearing pants, so nothing weird happened.
Yeah. I was looking.
Yeah, so moving on, adapted screenplay, you got that international feature. I don't know why I should have just assumed that international feature was going to be All Quiet. It was winning all the categories.
Yeah.
I chose Argentina in 1985 for some reason. I think just because I heard a story about it on NPR. So that wasn't right. Both of us nailed Guillermo del Toro, Pinocchio. Go us. I didn't see it. Did you?
Yeah.
That's cool. I heard good things. I
Very
heard
good.
it felt like a love letter to stop motion in a period where stop motion is
I guess.
a little less popular.
It's just good stop motion, so I guess that's a love letter to stop motion.
That's a good point. Like, oh, Marshall, you're really good at long jump. And I don't know why I chose that. Ben, you're really good at teaching. It's like a love letter to teaching. Yeah, I guess I just try to do a good job at the thing I do.
I just thought it was a very good movie.
Cool.
And, you know, Del Toro put a little bit of fascism in there like he's wont to do.
Whoa, nice. That's Spaniard. He's Spanish, right?
Mexican.
F. What? Really?
Yep.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Okay. Man, I'm off tonight.
Him, Alfonso Cuarón, and Iñárritu called themselves the Three Amigos.
Wow.
They're all Mexican filmmakers.
Because they love Chevy Chase, Steve Martin, and Martin Short.
They do.
That's awesome.
We are the Three Amigos. That's not how it goes.
Pelvic thrust. That's a good movie. We should talk about that. Oh, dude.
Actually? I would do an episode on the Three Amigos.
Yeah, or I don't actually like The Jerk that much. I want to like The Jerk.
You're a jerk.
Okay, I know. You're a jerk.
You know what I'm
I know.
realizing?
Yeah, we
is
can do The Three
that
Amigos. That'd be fun.
Because that time limit is a thing, we could have just been recording on the camera this whole time and have really nice camera settings. Oh, but it's too late.
Next time.
We could try that for Creed, because that's
Sick.
supposed to be a short episode anyway.
Cool. Why not? F yeah. Yes! Okay, original score. You were wrong. Suck it. So was I. So I can suck it too.
All
We'll
Quiet.
both suck it. We'll sucky. You sucky. All Quiet was won that one. Original song. You went bold. You said This Is a Lie from Everything Everywhere All at Once.
I said that?
You did. Idiot. That's why you lost. We would have been tied if it wasn't for that.
I would have said not to
yeah,
if I was thinking.
Yeah, it's okay. I said not to.
The
Let's
live
go.
performance of Not To was really fun, except
I didn't see
that
it.
it wasn't the real guys. It was just dancers.
Dang.
And if it was the real guys, they lost some weight.
Okay.
Because the real guys are like freaking jacked.
Oh yeah.
They're ridiculous.
You saw the movie? Did you ever end up watching it?
Yeah,
that's cool. I still haven't. I'd like to.
It's fun. It's long.
Yeah. Break it up. Watch it on my own. Cinematography, we both got this. All Quiet on the Western Front.
Yep.
Gosh, see now the big categories we're like pretty solid on. Listeners, don't give up hope just because we got 50%.
Don't give up hope.
We know some things. Script, score, cinematography, we nailed.
Dude, script, score, cinematography, performances, and visual effects where it applies.
We got all of those.
We know
right.
all about those.
We literally got
we
all those right.
talk about those every other week.
Yeah, so listen to us, oh little children. So cinematography, we both got All Quiet. Nice, go us. We both did not get costume design. I said you said Elvis. I said Babylon, and it was Black Panther.
Really?
Yeah. Is that kind of shocking?
A little bit. Just with the other, I mean, just because genre movies don't really win anything usually.
Yeah.
And if they do win, I guess
maybe it's just because they had like 2
two
different cultures this time. Go Marvel.
I guess. Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, Sally Field, get the heck out of here.
Stop it.
Ben is repeatedly trying to change windows, and Sally Field keeps popping up in his way.
80 for Brady. I love 80 for... No, you don't.
I do. It looks like stupid fun.
You literally don't.
Okay.
I only want to see it if one of them does make out with Gronk.
Let's go.
Then I will watch it.
Let's go.
And if I can't watch that, then I'll find it somewhere on the internet. So...
Deepfakes are a thing.
Oh, God. God. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't actually want to see Sally Fields making out with Gronk. So, film editing, what you said Top Gun Maverick, good guess. I said Everything Everywhere All at Once, which was correct.
Yeah.
So
what?
Yeah.
Dang it.
Yeah. I can pull it up. Do you want me to pull it up?
No, I trust you.
Okay. Makeup and hairstyling, you got it right. I was the edgy one in this one, and I was wrong. I think I said Elvis. And it was the whale. You were like, duh, it's going to be the whale. And then I was like, in the episode that didn't get released, I was all like, you think just because of Brendan Fraser?
Just because of Brandon Fraser's outfit in that movie.
I was like, that can't just be the one thing. Let's think about all the hair, makeup and hairstyling and everything. But nope, it was just that.
Yeah.
Production design, you said Babylon. I said, I don't know. And it was All Quiet. That makes sense, right?
I get that. I mean, it's just big sets, but it's like so much of that production, I guess because it's a period piece and you're also making it look like it's that era. I can understand that. Dude, you just got to get Sally Field out of here.
What are you doing? I was trying to pull up this one. I just want to like confirm this. Production. Yeah, it was All Quiet.
Man.
I shouldn't doubt myself. We're right. Okay, so then up next is sound. You said Top Gun Maverick. That was correct. I think I might have said Elvis, like a ding dong. So good work. VFX, Avatar: The Way of Water. We both said that, which it was.
Obviously, it's going to be Avatar.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like there was maybe a little piece of me that was like, that maybe thought that something else would get it for being creative with it.
If there was like a David Fincher style thing, where like Fincher is famous for using visual effects, like he has so many VFX shots in his movies, and you would never know.
Like if it was something more subtle versus Avatar, where it's clearly all VFX.
I mean, he does like so many takes on things, and the only way that you can do that is if everything is perfectly repeatable.
Gotcha.
So like if you like, there's a few scenes in Girl with a Dragon Tattoo where I can't remember who it is, but somebody gets a bunch of blood on them or something, and they do it so many times. If you have to reset your actor and your wardrobe every single take from having covered in blood, and you want to be able to get it the same way every single time, you can't.
Yeah.
And it would take forever to do that.
So they VFX the whole
thing.
They
do visual effects. Wow. There's so many weird hidden visual effects in Fincher movies.
Huh.
Zodiac, the entire opening scene is visual effects. They're on a soundstage.
Wow. Oh,
and they recreated the actual scene of the murder that they were investigating.
Oh, wow.
It's really cool. You can look up, I don't know if it was Every Frame a Painting or somebody that did a video on Fincher and his like kind of hidden VFX. It's really interesting.
Cool.
He's constantly.
So you think maybe something like that could have maybe upset
That was
it?
the only way that I could possibly see competition
and it was
for this movie that is entirely visual effects.
Yeah, All Quiet, the Batman, Black Panther, and Top Gun. So
and like the Batman,
I thought maybe Top Gun could pull it off.
Nah.
I saw a pretty fun video about the VFX that they threw in there that you wouldn't expect to be.
Yeah, but so much of that is them actually in the planes, though.
Yeah, but apparently there's like the scene. I guess you just break it down scene by scene then. But like the scene where he's in like the new stealth bomber Mach 10 thing,
the 5th generation fighter,
like the flyover. I didn't know this. The flyover where he freaking buzzes right over top of what's his buckets.
Classic.
And like the roof flies off a little bit. That was all real. A plane actually flew over him that close, and the roof actually blew off. And then they cut out the F-16 and put in like
different plane.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Plane. Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, it makes sense though for the whole movie. Okay, so this is where I'm gonna say I beat you, because I don't like saying that I beat you by 1 in the first place. 2, I think it was all luck. So I'm just gonna say I beat you here on luck, which was the animated short. You said Ice Merchants, and I said the boy, the mole, the fox, and the horse.
The fox and the dog, and the Pizza Hut.
The Pizza Hut boy.
Pizza Hut boy.
So I guess that one and got it right. So I'm gonna say that was my 13 over your 12.
That is probably it.
So I mean we were kind of mixed all over the place. But then short film live action we both missed. It was The Red Suitcase. I don't know anything about that. And then documentary short subject was Stranger at Oh no, sorry, these are the ones that you said. I'm so sorry. Short film live action.
Yeah, it was Irish Story.
An Irish Goodbye.
Yeah,
was the winner. Sorry, you said The Red Suitcase.
I was gonna say, like, I don't think
no,
so.
I forgot what I was looking at here. I was looking at your ballot. Short film live action Irish Goodbye won. Neither of us got that. And documentary short subject was The Elephant Whisperers. And you said Stranger at the Gate. I said How Do You Measure a Year? The only other one... Oh,
I had heard that Elephant Whisperers was like really boring.
The other documentary was Nalvani, which I think both of us could have guessed if we would have thought about it.
Like, I was gonna... It looks really good.
Does it?
Yes.
Okay. I think I probably should have been thinking more about like which of these is like telling a relevant story to people today, and I probably could have guessed that, but
because that's the one about the guy who was planning a terror attack and then met the Muslims or something, right? And then changed his mind.
So Nalvani is the guy who was recently, and within the past year, arrested by Putin because he was the opposition leader in Russia. And so there's like this whole viral video, maybe you've seen it, listener, where he's like on a subway car going into Russia with his family, and the police show up and arrest him, and like the whole thing's like filmed of like, and to this day he's still in jail, and it's like him like saying goodbye to his wife,
that's
like kissing
crazy.
his kids and then going with the police. Yeah, anyway, so and he's on a hunger strike.
He's in jail.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, because you know, in a place where they have quote unquote fair elections where anyone can run for president, he was the opposition leader, running for president, and they put him in jail.
He was running at the time.
It might have been out of the election season. I don't know all the details on that, but yes.
Okay.
But yes, yeah.
Because that's crazy if that's the case.
Yep. It's crazy. Whole crazy. Oh, he was also in the hospital for a while. Dude's a badass. He was in the hospital for a while because there was an assassination attempt on him, like a chemical attack, and he survived it.
Dent?
They like tried to poison him, but then he still like went back to Russia and willingly was arrested and was like, yep, I know this is what's going to happen, but I need to do it so that people know how horrible Russia is. So, yeah.
That's wild.
So I don't know about the terrorist attack thing.
I hope he's actually alive.
Yeah, he is. He in and out of hunger strikes.
Okay.
So much lighter than he was when he went into prison.
It is crazy that Vladimir Putin has been the president for my entire life.
Yeah. Yeah,
as long as I've been aware of politics.
Yes, sure. Yeah, that one makes sense. Yeah.
Like since George Bush.
His rise to power is super wild. There's
W.
many good podcasts on it if you're interested, but very, very wild stuff.
Well, when you can ride a bear.
Yeah, shirtless.
You just get it.
Anyway, that's the Oscars, Marshall. Yeah.
Dude, that's the Oscars.
We did pretty good. I think, like I said earlier, the main categories we got: Best Picture, directing, most of the acting, score, we were close, cinematography we got, so I think like the big tentpole categories, I think we know what we're talking about.
The big tadpole categories.
Yeah, yep, not a frog yet. So yeah, cool. That's the show. Oh wait, we want to do tight news, or
we're gonna do tight news? I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna put it at the end, at the beginning. Mm-hmm. So what I want to do is do an outro.
Oh.
And then we'll do an intro and do tight news.
Okay.
And then we'll edit that all together and explain what happened.
Okay. Cool.
How do you feel about that?
Wait, I didn't track, but yeah, go ahead.
Just come
Yeah,
back into
that's
the
great.
frame
That's
with
fine.
me, and then let's talk about it.
Hello.
So we're gonna just outro the show like normal,
Yeah.
and then we'll do an intro, and then do Titan news, and then I'll just put that at the beginning.
The magic of editing.
Movie making.
Okay,
So
sweet. Let's do it. This has been the show.
this has been the show. Thank you everyone for listening, for watching, for checking out the new lounge. If you have a Spotify account, you should definitely watch this on Spotify and check out the new visuals here.
Yeah. Like my
I
crotch,
want to
apparently.
do some nice stuff and make this a nicer area. It's probably going to be a little bit of this. Like it'll probably be a few episodes of this.
I like this. This has got potential. We could put something on the wall. We could wear fun clothes to get people to watch the episode.
Well, what I'm thinking about doing, and this might be difficult and too frustrating to do, but I'm thinking about doing a Smart Roto 2.0 of the above area and then putting a lounge behind us.
Oh, that's fun. So
That
then,
could be cool.
but then it looks like we're just on a couch in space.
It would look like we're in a couch wherever we put it,
Anywhere.
because I would just put something behind it.
I want there to, when you first do that, I want you to freaking edit us into different movie things that we shout out in the moment. That's
not a bad idea.
And then eventually we land in the lounge beforehand.
Dude, if we get the set up
Yeah.
where we have this kind of table in the middle, because when Laura gets here, we're gonna get rid of this anyway because she doesn't like it.
Oh.
So if you
wow,
get that
Laura,
house-
it doesn't like you. Okay.
Yeah, I know. If
table.
you get that house, we could put this in the middle, have our 2 chairs, and then have our mics set up, and we could then have set behind us
Literally
that we
whatever we
could
want.
roto out super easy.
Cool.
That's super cool.
That's super cool. We're gonna be so cool.
So, thank you everyone for listening. It's been the official podcast that we're doing today. I don't know why I said it that way, but this has been our Oscars recaps. It's been pretty cool here in our different spots.
On the couch, the sex couch.
Let us know how you did. I believe that the stakes were that whoever won, the other person would
Oh
buy
yeah, we
the
did
tickets.
that, but you didn't have to bring that up, so that's really nice of you.
I'm a good guy.
That's
I'm
really
not a
nice of you,
liar
because
like
that
some
is in
people
the
on the
Lost
couch.
episode. So you owe me a movie ticket.
Yes, to whatever the next CLP is. That is the or the next CLP review. That is.
Yeah.
So whatever that is that we will go see
Mario.
that's contemporary.
Mario.
I'd review Mario.
Okay, great. Or something else comes out this week, Shazam 2.
I don't really care about Shazam.
Yeah, I didn't watch the
I
first episode.
would honestly love an excuse to go see Mario
Okay, great.
because I don't think I would otherwise.
Okay.
And I
In
think
theaters,
it looks
yeah.
fun.
Okay, cool.
I think we should go together because I don't want to go to
There's gonna be
Mario
so
the
many
Illumination Kids movie
So
by
many
myself.
kids, so many kids.
Yes.
Only if we hold hands. Okay.
I mean, that's not even like a question.
Okay, cool.
You
Sweet.
weirdo.
Okay.
But thanks everyone for listening or watching, whatever you're doing. For the crepes, for the listeners, thank you all for being here. And we'll see you next time. And we're going to talk about Creed next time. And maybe the camera quality a little better. And I've been Marshall.
I've been Ben?